Do you think you like Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks better?
Starbucks.
What's there to say? There's nothing but space in between.
Hi everyone, it's Joyce from Pwuffy and welcome back to my channel. So today we are making a Starbucks cookie crumble frappuccino. Personally, I don't like coffee, it is way too bitter for me, but if you or your friend like coffee, this would be a perfect gift for them. So let's get started. You will need white, brown, and green polymer clay, as well as an X-Acto knife, a long blade, and a tool to mix liquid clay. We will be making this drink cup using this mold, which I will be linking down below. As for the UV resin, I am testing this new brand called Mr. Resin. Compared to cheaper resins, this one cures much faster, so if you are always in a time crunch like me, I definitely recommend it. Fill the middle cup mold until about halfway up and piece together the second part of the mold. Press firmly and cure the resin using a UV light. This should take between 2 to 3 minutes to fully harden. Gently break off the top piece and take out the resin cup. If there are any excess resin, use wire cutters to trim off the edge and then sand down any sharp edges. It doesn't have to be perfect since we are glazing the entire piece at the end anyways. Now it's time to fill the cup. Take a small ball of white clay and place it into the cup. Then use the back side of your X-Acto knife to flatten it into the bottom of the cup. Place a larger ball of brown clay into the cup and repeat the same process. If there's a space between the two colors, use any tool to push the brown further in. Finally, fill the rest of the cup with white clay. Keep adding more until the white clay levels with the top of the cup. Take a large ball of white clay and roll it out. Flatten out one side with your fingers, then flip it over and flatten the other side. Trim the sides until the piece becomes a really long rectangular prism. Then trim the ends of the piece. Now take your extra long rectangular prism and twist it so it can be swirly like whipped cream. Place one end at the edge of the cup and swirl it around into a poop shape. If there's any excess clay at the top, simply trim it off with your X-Acto knife and press down the tip. This is how the whipped cream should look now. Next, for the caramel drizzle, place some liquid clay onto a surface. Drop a ball of brown clay into the liquid clay and smush it all together. You can use a drop of baby oil to speed up the mixing process. The final consistency should look something like this. Take the little strands of brown clay and drizzle it all over the whipped cream. As you can see, I made a bit too much, but I tend to overestimate how much I need, so this is normal. For the tiny cookie crumbs, take a piece of black clay and flatten it out. Slice the clay into strips, kind of like the chicken strips that come with your salad. Then slice each chicken strip into tiny pieces of black clay. Apply these onto the caramel drizzle. Using a needle tool, make a hole into the side of the whipped cream for the straw. Take a piece of green clay and roll it out. Cut off a section to make the straw and stick it into the hole you made. Make sure to be gentle because the clay likes to bend and I had to redo this multiple times. To make this into a charm, stick an eye pin into the other side. Before placing on the logo, make sure to bake the entire charm. My UV resin is safe to bake, but please test it out before you put it in the oven for a long time. For the Starbucks logo, I printed tiny ones out on sticker paper. As you can see, I have been using the sheet for quite a while. Use an X-Acto knife to cut around the logo, and you should be able to peel it off easily. Stick this onto the cup. Now to secure the eye pin of this charm, take off the eye pin, apply some super glue to the eye pin, and then screw it back on. You can also use super glue to secure the whipped cream on the cup. Just add a drop near the edge and let it soak into the clay. After the glue dries, apply UV resin over the entire charm using a paintbrush. Make sure you apply a generous amount over the cup in order to keep it smooth. Before curing, check for any areas where too much resin has built up. Cure each side for 2 to 4 minutes each. And here's the finished charm. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if this video helped you in any way, all I ask in return is for you to smash that like button and maybe subscribe. I will be linking all my materials in the description, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below. So thank you guys again for watching. I hope you enjoyed making your charm, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!
I loved you one more time, one more time, one more time. I should've told you that I loved you one more time, one more time, one more time. I should've told you that I loved you every night. Oh, that's on